Hey, it's Rob with a new video, and I wanted to show you something that's pretty trippy because I show a lot of really good evidence that suggests that plate tectonics is wrong, and my evidence and what I'm claiming is that okay, you can see here's Africa, and I can tell you that this feature right here is an important feature because it there's a lot going on with it. And I wanted to show you also that way over here is what I'm claiming is an image of the underlying process that created the planet and the continents. And what I'm saying is that the continents are images of the creation of the planet because they're images of the planet's core. And I didn't just come up with this out of nowhere. I actually, you know, looked at these, tracked down these reoccurring patterns for 3 years now to try to figure this out. This is not something that just popped into my head one day. This is something that has taken me a while to figure out. And if something makes something else, you should see its image in that something else. And that's what I wanted to show you right now is compelling evidence that suggests what I'm saying is actually correct. So let's take a look. Okay, yeah, here's Africa and here's that area. I claim that this thing is spinning because I believe it's a vortex. It even looks like a vortex. But I could be wrong on that. But that's what I see right now until I see different stuff that suggests otherwise. Kind of that's what I'm going with. But let me just show you the exactness of more of my matches. I don't know if you've seen my previous videos. You should have noticed by now that a lot of the alignments that I show are exactly perfect. I mean, so close that they're pretty much exactly almost the same image, just slightly different. And this is no exception because look, as I bring Africa closer, you can already see that it seems to be fitting in with some of these features. Right? But let's bring it in further. And I want you to pay attention to what is Ethiopia right here. I think they claim, isn't that the dawn of humanity or something like that? Isn't that where mankind supposedly started from? But I wanted to show you the precision of these alignments. I mean, that's pretty precise right there because it actually explains a little bit more of the picture by showing you this wider area of here. And you can tell this is moving. This is the result of rotation. It's a crisscrossing. I can see that right now on the features because I look at these so much. It's kind of, you stare at these long enough and you just get an idea of what's happening. It starts to speak to you almost. But so if this is moving around, then it should fit in other areas too. Okay, so hold on 1 second. I just gotta. Yeah, you see all this stuff right here? It looks like a war zone. But I can tell you from what I've been seeing is that when I see lots of sand and desert, I see they're usually areas of a massive amount of gouging. And I believe that this is like a electrical buzzsaw that's just spinning and like an electrical hurricane or something like that, just tearing this up and making features and tearing them up. But I did claim that this spins around, so let me reverse this. Okay. See, this is the theme I'm getting here. You see this right here? It looks like two sticks being snapped in half. But really what I believe it is, it's twisting and it's being pulled apart. And this is a reoccurring pattern I see everywhere. And you can see that it's responsible for some of the shapes of the continents here. That's easy to see that, by the way. Look. This looks like this reminds me of a vortex right here, because it just looks like it. You can see the spinning in it and everything. Look how it fits up with Africa like that. That's precision. And then you can see that this also plays with some of this, but so will this. You can see how that fits around that, like that. And when it does, you can see these island or bottom floor features kind of lining up with Africa's edge here. Of course, then everything distorts because of the extreme curvature of the planet. But I can bring this in, you can still see it lining up. This is the result of, I can tell you this is spinning around. This, when I spin this back, it's going to be facing this way, right? But in the meantime, look at the alignments with the coastline. It's almost as if this is spinning in the center and this is unrolling from it. You see what I'm saying? Because it doesn't make sense that this same thing would also fit the coastline features over here, you know, back and forth, unless maybe this is rolled around it. But also look up here. You can see that there's alignments going on, especially like that right there with the tip. And I'm sure there's other ones too. Well, if I rotate this, I can guarantee you that this is going to fit in there too. You can see that this is almost like this tip is spinning around and poking these edges out. That's what I think. I just wonder how much, I don't know, how much longer would it take for science to actually catch up here with this? I mean, it's so obvious. I couldn't have these alignments aligned so well unless I'm at least partially right, you know? I couldn't be wrong and have these alignments, you know, completely wrong if these alignments are lining up. They discredit plate tectonics because plate tectonics doesn't have room for this kind of stuff. It doesn't, nowhere in plate tectonics is it going to tell you that this area over here, which is another plate zone, is responsible for making this area right here of Africa. Their theory doesn't work like that. But you see the surface features are showing that that's exactly what happened. So plate tectonics technically has to be revised and thrown out. And that's what I'm saying. At the very least, that's what should be done. See how it just keeps lining up? It's not by coincidence. I'm just saying, you know. anyways, that's it. I wanted to make this a quick, short video. Look, I rotate this around. It's going to fit all through here. Funny how the tip of Africa is the same width as this opening right here. And then things start to rotate. There's another feature that might line up here. Alright, so thanks for watching.